Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to do a sword training video. For those of you that are new to the channel, I am a competitive sword fighter, and if you go back you'll see some old videos where you can see me fighting, and basically I'm wearing full armor, and when we fight we hit at full power and full speed, so it's real fighting. It's not like sword tag. It's we're actually hitting each other. We get bruises. The vital parts of the body are covered. Like the head, the throat, elbows, knees, groin, kidneys. Those parts are more heavily armored. But then there's other parts that are more exposed. That sometimes will get hit and it hurts. So the point is that it's real fighting, and all real fighting, okay, whether it's one-on-one or whether it's group battles, is about misdirection. Okay, so if you want to defeat an opponent, you have to bring their defense to one side so that you can attack them somewhere else. So in individual combat, right, where it's like singles, one-on-one, we divide the body into 4 quadrants. Okay, so you basically make a cross like this. So there's 4 corners, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I want to attack someplace, I need to bring your guard somewhere else. So if I want to, let's say, to attack that side of your head over there, what I need to do is threaten this side, so then I can turn the sword over and go to the other side, okay? Or if I wanted to attack the leg, I would threaten high, so then I could go low, okay? So that's the basic idea with fighting. Any competent, experienced person is going to be able to block a straight shot. So there has to be some misdirection involved, or trickery. Fighting is about trickery. You have to be able to trick the other person to bring their defense to one side so you can attack them somewhere else, more easily. Okay. So today I'm practicing a specific fake. I call it showing the tip. And the idea here is that, well, first let me show you the shot as not being a fake. Okay, so the shot is I'm attacking the top of somebody's scalp. So if I'm here and basically I'm attacking the top of your head, okay, it's a scalp cut, right? So from the side over here, okay, full extension. If you notice, I'm fully extending my arm and I am attacking to the top of the scalp. Okay, all right. So that's the cut. Now, if you notice, I'm fully extending my arm. So what that means is if I want to attack somewhere else, I need to bring my arm back so I can attack somewhere else. So if I make a scalp cut, okay, and then I want to attack the leg, I got to bring my arm back, and then I can go to the leg, okay? So scalp cut, leg. Scalp cut, fully retract head. So I gotta recock my arm, or reload it as we call it, in order to attack somewhere else. So the fake here is that instead of extending the arm fully, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just bring the tip forward. The arm remains back here, okay? So the arm remains back here, and the benefit of that is since my arm is already cocked, I'm in a position to immediately go to the leg. So tip, leg, tip, leg, as opposed to going full extension, reload the sword, go to the leg. Okay, so that's full extension, reload, go to the leg, tip cut, leg, tip cut, leg. I'll do it this way so you guys can see it. Okay, okay. So that's the full shot. That's the tip cut. Okay, so to somebody that you're fighting, it's really hard to see the difference whether I'm fully extending my arm or if I'm just bringing the tip forward. Especially since when we're fighting, we're typically moving around. So I might be in a position where I'm moving around, and I'm attacking. You don't know if it's, if I'm fully extending my arm or if I'm not fully extending my arm as I'm moving and striking. So basically, full extension, leg. If you notice here, I need to bring the sword back to my shoulder in order to basically swing the sword, right? Right. Versus tip cut, leg. Tip cut, leg. You can see how the tip cut to leg is a lot quicker because my hand never left my shoulder. It's still back here, it's ready, and it's cocked, and it's ready to go. So I'm just presenting the tip, and then basically I'm just going straight to the leg. So full extension to leg, full extension, leg. You can see how that's slower, full extension, leg, tip cut, leg, tip cut, leg, tip cut, like, and as you can notice that when I do this, I'm keeping my arm, nice and tight. I'm not making a big roundhouse, okay? I'm keeping it really tight so it's fast. Straight lines are fast. When a lot of times when people think of swinging a sword, let me put the shield on, they're thinking that you're swinging the sword with these big roundhouse motions. That's not, first of all, that's slow, and second of all, it stresses the hell out of your joints. So swinging the sword is not that different from boxing. I'm keeping my arms together, right? So it's just like if I'm boxing, it's the same thing, right? So if I'm here, right, and when I make that cut, you notice it's the same motion. The only difference is there's now a stick. In this case, sometimes it's a steel blade. There's a weapon attached to my hand, but it's the same idea, And it's a question whether I'm palm down or palm up, right? So if I'm attacking the left side, right, it's palm down. If I'm attacking the right side, it's palm up, okay? And if I'm attacking the leg, I'm just dropping it a little bit, so it's a small motion. So my shots are really tight, really efficient. I'm using a little bit of hip. Depending on how strong you are and how experienced you are, you can use more or less body, because all your power comes from the lower body. Most new fighters, most smaller fighters, we teach them to basically really get their hips into the strikes. Okay, if you're a little bit stronger, if you're a little bit more experienced, what you can do is you can use your core, you can use your stomach muscles, and just a little bit of hip rotation, to power your shots. So I just use a little bit of hip rotation to power my shots. I mean, the hip is there, but it's not the dominant force in my case. One of the other things that I sometimes use is, basically the leverage of closing the hand, because as I hold the sword here, you'll notice that, if I loosen up on these fingers here, when I close my hand, the sword moves forward, okay? And that by itself, just closing your hand, by itself can have some power. So when I combine that with a little hip motion and then put my upper body strength behind that, it adds up to significant force, okay? So a couple of things for you guys to think about. I wanted you guys to see this tip cut and understand the central focus of using fakes in sword fighting, as I would use it in any other type of martial art or fighting form, regardless whether it's open hand, where basically we just, there's no weapons in the hands, or hand weapons, or modern day guns. All fighting is about deception and misdirection. If you guys have any comments, put it in the comment section. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.